Hello, beautiful Gemini, and welcome to my channel, The Flourishing Mystic. I'm here with your mid-November tarot card reading. Let's see what's in store for you at this particular time. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. Gemini, mid-November. Mid-November for Gemini. What would you have Geminis know at this time, beloved spirit? First two cards, actually. You got the Empress and the Star card, which is pretty exquisite because these are both major arcanas. So I sense that this is going to be a time you're going to look back on and remember. Now with these two cards, there could be either a Taurus, Libra, or Aquarius of significance. Otherwise, this is your energy. This is the energy you will be embodying at this time. So beautiful, Gemini. The Empress card coming out is a reminder that there is beauty to be found in every situation, every experience. So no matter what you're going through, there is going to be a divine spiritual lesson attached to it. As you see, this has come out with the Star card, okay? Have faith that healing is in the forecast. You could be in a period or season of life where you can sense that changes are on the horizon. You just can't put your finger on what those changes might be. With the Empress card coming up, it is telling me that it is a very fertile time for you to delve into your creativity, your sensuality, your passions. What are those? Have you thought about picking up some sort of hobby or some sort of activity that fulfills you just for the sake of it? Just for the sake of it. Okay. The Star card also tells me that you will be aligning with your true divine plan or your life purpose. Or this reading is absolutely confirmation that you are already on track and you know that. So you would know what situation you're in. If you are already doing something you love and you're passionate about, then you are exactly where you need to be. If you are a Gemini looking or asking or seeking what is their divine purpose, what is your divine mission, okay, I sense that you will be getting some type of insight into this moving forward, okay? With the Empress card, this is something that you will carry with you for a long time to come, okay? These are strong energies, the Empress and the Star. So I also sense that this is a very fated time for you, Gemini. So the people you meet, the people you come into contact with are by no coincidence. Okay, the ideas that come to your mind at this time are by no coincidence. Okay, so I would pay attention to the signs and the kind of people you're meeting, the kind of videos that are maybe popping up on your feed or something. There is this sense of there being spiritual teachers all around you at this time, or people you will be meeting that are important to your path. Okay, moving forward, let's get more for Gemini. Mid-November 2023, Gemini. Ten of Cups. So there is something about fulfillment that is important to you moving forward. Okay, this card says, okay, but sometimes it really is all rainbows and smiles. So Gemini, you could be coming into a period that you find to be very fruitful, very positive, very fulfilling is the word I'm getting. Very fulfilling all around. And I love this for Gemini. I love this for Gemini because I know you probably haven't, dabbled in many things, maybe not finding the one thing that is satisfying or quenches your soul. But I see that this next little while, beautiful Gemini, will be one of fulfillment, okay? Or you will be seeking greater fulfillment in your affairs, in your activities, in your relationships. Gemini parents, mothers and fathers, I see this as a beautiful time where you'll be connecting with your children. Some Geminis will be connecting with their parents, okay, their ancestors. I see some Geminis here who have the possibility of even, conceiving at this time. I see a little bit of a lineage, okay, being of significance or importance. You may be paying attention. You may be spending more time with, those in your bloodline. Let's see what else for Gemini. Mid-November. Wow. I'm just getting chills. This is the Sun card, which is known to be the happiest card of the deck. It says, give yourself permission to experience joy. So Gemini, we have quite a few cards here that are pointing you to go in the direction of fulfillment and joy and ease and happiness. So if you're a Gemini that doesn't resonate with any of this kind of energy so far, I see that a major shift will happen in your life where it will get you back on track, back into alignment with what actually feels good. This means surrounding yourself with partnerships, friendships, people that are good to you and you're good to them. This is finding work that has meaning and fulfillment. This is finding activities and hobbies that just make your heart sing. At this time period, mid-November, you are going to see how this is so important. This is more important than any amount of money in the world. This is more important than any societal expectations. There's something about finding meaning and purpose and your fulfillment, your greater, deeper fulfillment and connection to something outside of yourself here. I also see, Gemini, mid-November, you really being very grounded, centered, stopping to smell the roses, doing things out of self-love and self-appreciation, not needing permission to do so, rather doing it because you know you're worth it. So I see a huge increase in your self-worth and your self-confidence as well with the Sun card. Now, one thing I will mention about the Sun card, along with, look at all these beautiful cards we have here. You are very attractive at this time, beautiful Gemini, and sometimes we can use our attraction to attract in and pull in what we want. So if you're a Gemini who's on the dating market, this could be a time when there are a lot of interest. There's a lot of interest coming your way. I would say a lot of flattery. Okay, a lot of flattery, a lot of offers. I do see people wanting to extend themselves to you or express themselves to you in some type of way. So if you are interested in any type of romance here, Gemini, I do see this being a very romantic period. And, why wait for somebody else? I first see you kind of like entering a period where you're spoiling yourself. If there's like flowers you like or perfume or a candle, I feel like you're going to be purchasing these things or surrounding yourself with things that are just beautiful, as well as things that bring you joy. Okay. I was called to take a bonus card and you got the Cozy Witch, which is the Fool card. Okay. So look at all these major arcanas. You have 4 in a reading of 5 tarot cards. So this is major. It says, take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning. I see you looking at each day as an opportunity to be surprised by the universe, an opportunity to make success happen, an opportunity to allow love to occur in your life. I just see you being very open-minded and very open to what the universe has for you. This is very special, Gemini. And I don't just say this to sort of get you excited. This is such a special time. I could just feel it. And because there's so many, different Geminis, different Gemini placements, of course, this is going to play out very uniquely to your divine life and your divine purpose here. But I sense that this is a overwhelmingly peaceful, loving, joyous time for many Geminis. So with that said, I'm going to pull your spiritual animal card now. I am going to ask for advice as well as anything you may need to know, as well as spiritual protection at this time. So what is the message for our beautiful Geminis here, mid-November? We have the unicorn, okay? Infinite possibilities. Gemini, I haven't seen a reading like this in a long time. In a very long time. I've been doing readings on YouTube since 2018. And yes, there's been times where readings really stood out, but this one I feel is going to stand out for a long time to come. It says, you are the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light. Abandon darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become the legendary. Wow, Gemini, this could be a time where there's a huge level up in your life where maybe you are taking your life from what you might have thought to be ordinary to something very extraordinary. This tells me that you'll be in alignment with your purpose, your creativity. I'm also hearing like your love language, connecting to your love language and allowing others to spoil you. Okay, because you are aware of it and hence so are other people. I'm going to put this bonus card somewhere here where we can still see it because I still have other oracle card messages I want to pull. I love that in this card as well, there's the butterflies, which of course I very much associate with Gemini energy. I'm going to read a little bit from the guidebook just to give a deeper understanding. If unicorns have crossed your path, you are headed for good luck. You have a formidable pure energy guardian. If unicorn is your totem, you have a sharp intuition and are imaginative and creative. You love everything that is beautiful. Unlike many people, you will be a believer because you have seen what they cannot. Listen for the tinkling of leaves like bells in the wind. Unicorn is approaching and blessings are near. Take a deep breath and let the spirit of unicorn fill you. Cross over between the realms like unicorn and bring back light, beauty, and truth. Unicorn energy can be your magic cloak. Like a unicorn, you can go beyond the ordinary and become legendary. What a unique message. And it's funny, before I started recording, I'm like, what does Spirit have in store for my beautiful magical Geminis? And I wanted to say magical, but I'm like, I don't know. That might be too much for some listeners, but it feels like you're a type of listener that gets magic or is in tune with it or realizes we live in such a wondrous world. It's not all that bad all the time. There's a lot of darkness on this planet, but there's a lot of light as well. I feel like you are connecting more with the light at this particular time. You've done a lot of shadow work. You played around with the shadow in the shadow, but this feels like a period that you'll be stepping more into your lightness, into your higher vibration, creating beauty, wonder. I see the word exquisite for you, and I don't know what that means or how that's going to play out, but there's something about you that's exquisite and beautiful, and you need to know that. Let's get a crystal message for our beautiful, magical Geminis here. You have flexibility. It says this crystal resonates with the energy of flexibility and empowerment, offering it to all who cross its path. It gently guides you to release tension and loosen the reins so the divine light of the universe is able to ebb and flow in your life experiences. It shares its wisdom in divine timing as you open to receive its magic, allowing you to practice flexibility in all aspects of your life. Flexibility makes it easier to make decisions, creating and allowing more inner peace. So Gemini, if you don't resonate with what has been laid out on the board here so far, I feel like being open to something higher than your ego self, so whether it's your highest self or the divinity, your creator, would be very beneficial at this time. It says when you allow for more flexibility in life, you will open to a whole new world of opportunity. This card is a sign that you are being a little too hard on yourself and rigid in your decisions, or maybe even a little stubborn and inflexible with people around you or yourself. You may be feeling frustrated and challenged by others' opinions. Whatever your situation, you're being invited to be a little more understanding and patient. This also reminds me of like sometimes we may have a goal in mind or something we're pursuing that maybe other people don't quite understand, but practicing a little patient with those people, maybe understanding that we don't all speak the same language. We're not all beautiful, brilliant unicorns here. You know, some of us are more in tune and in touch with the divine than others. And I sense that this is a period of your life where you are more naturally in touch with the divine, in touch with what's fantastical and rainbows and sunshines at this time. Like I really see this as a time where fulfillment is a top priority. Maybe you understand that life is so transient, that life is not to be taken for granted. You know, maybe you're entering a phase of life where you don't want to worry all the time. You don't want to live in panic mode or fear. You realize that tomorrow is not promised. So I see that's why you are kind of entering this zone where every day you're looking at it as a blessing. You're like, I have these 24 hours if I'm lucky, and I'm going to do what I can to either live my truth, my purpose, align with what actually makes me feel good, as opposed to living for somebody else, as opposed to trying to fit in, as opposed to not letting your true divine light shine. So that's the kind of energy I feel like you're really taking your power at this time, because I know the world can be so stuffy and boring, and I don't see that at all for you at this time. So it might not resonate with a lot of other zodiac signs who are just on the daily grind and don't make any time for enjoyment and pleasure. But for you at this time, it's going to feel so good and it's going to be worth it, because that is the reality. We don't know how long we have here, so making time to make the best of today, to make the best of this moment, is all we can really do. And I see you doing that, and that's why you end up having a more enjoyable experience. You're making the best of what is. 10 of Cups. You know, like going to the park, having a picnic. It doesn't have to be perfect weather. You're making the best of it. You're making the best of what is. Oh, it's rainy, cloudy today. Oh, that's beautiful. It reminds me of a beautiful fall day where I can tap into my magic and my oracle cards and my tarot cards. It's like you're seeing the positive side of things. And that's what, you know, overall is going to create that enjoyable, sunny experience for you. And by the way, you have a very sunny disposition at this time, so it makes others want to be around you. They want a piece of that energy. And you're like, this energy is not for sale. This truly comes from within me. You know, you just have this energy about you that is sunny, that is bright, that is light, that is a pleasure to be around. And you need to know that, Gemini. You need to honor that. Don't let the world tell you how you should feel in your day-to-day. You create your world. That's kind of why you have the unicorn card. It's like you live in your little world, and that's okay. You make your world what you make of it. You have a higher vision for how you see the overall world to be. If they're not in alignment with that yet, there's nothing you can do about it. I see you making your world beautiful, your world harmonious. And it's like, I almost see you like letting go and say, I'm going to let others follow suit, or, you know, unfortunately, they're just not going to be able to tap into all this goodness that I'm feeling. You know, you can't do the work for the world. You can just show up fully as yourself and start using the law of attraction and the law of, you know, sort of alignment in your favor. That's how I really see this playing out for you. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, comment below, let me know. Give this reading a like, subscribe to the channel. I can't wait to come back and read for you again. Until next time, take care.